Tip number 1, stock up your boat well. If you're a new player, you're definitely going to want to stock up a little extra. If you're more of an advanced player, maybe not so much. But either way, it's better to be over-prepared than under-prepared. And tip number 2, come speak to the merchant woman. She will have crates that you can buy, including a cannonball crate, a fruit crate, a storage crate for looting the island, and also a wood crate. These will come in handy as it's just a mass lump of supplies that you can start out with, so it'll definitely give you an advantage. Tip number 3, you guys are going to want to turn off your lanterns. This will help keep your visibility down when you're sailing. The lanterns make it so you're a lot more visible when you're driving at a great distance. Tip number 4, it's a little bit more PvP orientated, but you also need it just to defend your loot if you're on adventure. So I'd recommend going into the arena just to get some naval practice in. Tip number 5 here is pretty useful as far as if you're trying to go hunt people in PvP. So if you didn't know this before, these actually toy boats here on the map, they actually show you what emissaries and how many of each emissary are running. So 2 toy boats means there's 2 Athenas. Tip number 6, use the wind to your advantage. Sail management is massive in this game. For example, here we're on a sloop and we're going into the wind, so our best position for the sloop is to have the sails directly at default. Now if you guys want me to make another video going in depth on how the sails and wind play out together, I'd be happy to do that. Just let me know in the comments below. Tip number 7, when you're coming into the dock here, raise your sails. It's going to be really beneficial for you. And you want to do this at any island you go for. But it'll help you so that way you don't have to raise the anchor, because you never know where pirates are going to come from or what you're going to encounter out on the seas. Tip number 8, get yourself a battle box. And when I say a battle box, I'm talking about this storage crate that I just emptied my inventory into. This will be great for when you're shooting off to islands and you have to come back and you might be under attack. But it's a great way to just grab your supplies that you have and exactly what you want, and you'll be ready to go. Tip number 9 here is another one about shooting off and getting supplies. You're going to want to always be shooting off, getting supplies. And also, if you run by a cluster of barrels floating in the water, you're definitely going to want to jump off for those, because you might be finding special balls in there. Tip number 10, you can use the storm to run if you have to. It almost acts as a cover for you because it gets so dark once you're inside. Now that's all I have for tips. If you guys want to hear more and you want me to go more in depth on beginner versus advanced, or you want to know different things, just let me know down in the comments and I can maybe get a video out of it.